Bro Billionaires weekly Nifty analysis video with Elliott Wave and price action. This is the chart we discussed in December, and this was our view. We were expecting Nifty to make an expanded flat correction, and we mentioned that Nifty has finished wave 2 here, and this is wave 1 from COVID, and then we were progressing higher. So like this, we analyzed Nifty with Elliott Wave. So once this wave 2 fell short of breaking this low, we assume a different structure because this was looking as a 3-way structure. So we assume that same thing can happen like here. And now we are at this stage. We are either finished 4th wave because we broken this low by small margin and then now starting to pull back. So right now we are here. So either 4th has completed or a little bit down it might come, and then we can go for 5th wave. So this was the chart that was discussed in May 14th. And then there was another chart that we discussed on October 14th, that Nifty is coming towards this zone. So this time Nifty was at 19,751 and we expected it to drop on the downside, making a low near 18,525. But Nifty made a low right now at 18,830 something, right? So that was the low, and now Nifty is trying to go up. So we'll try to understand with the different charts what is going to happen with the Nifty with Elliott Wave and price action. So first we'll discuss indicators and price action, and then we'll check the Elliott Wave. And let's start first now the price action and indicators. So this is the setup that I'm using. We have multiple EMAs, 13 EMA, 48 EMA, 100 EMA, and 200 EMA. Nifty looks to have taken support at 200 EMA and started to bounce back. And right now Nifty is at resistance of 13 EMA. So on last session, it made again a small candle, but it has opened a gap. So there are 2 gaps open here, and this gap has been filled in. So now the strength is at bull side. So the gaps actually indicate you a strength. So whenever the gap remains open, you should play in the direction of the gaps. We had a video on that about how to predict the gap. So first gap, I'll add the link here. You can watch that. So first gap is formed. So definitely if that gap doesn't get filled on same day, expect it to continue and up move. That's what we discussed in that video. So right now Nifty is at resistance. Anyway, it can go. So it needs, if it breaks in next session, if it breaks this low of last session, then it's possible that we would again head towards filling these 2 gaps, and then we might take support somewhere here, and this 200 EMA might come like this, right? So again we might take support here, again move higher. So in this case I would assume that because Nifty has not formed base here, so in this case I will assume that Nifty might face resistance somewhere here and make another low. That's the possibility available. So if Nifty doesn't make if Nifty doesn't break this low of last session, then I would turn bullish on Nifty. So either it might continue going higher and higher, okay, and it can even break this swing high resistance on daily chart. Right now Nifty is trading sideways as per the Aron indicator. It's not yet completely confirmed, but yeah, at least the lines are parallel. The price has bounced from 30 over sold zones on RSI indicator. So here Nifty did not made a base while going up. It didn't consolidate, it's simply going up. So both chances are there that it could be a bullish and it could continue heading higher. So when can we say that it is bullish? Right now we don't have the clarity. So yeah, we need to see if Nifty continues going higher with more gaps. So if one more gap up happens and that Nifty sustains, then there is a good chance that it will be going higher to break this high. Okay, this will not happen in a 1 day or 2 day. It will take time. It will take maybe a month or 2 months to reach there. So for now, expect that Nifty is in bullish zone unless and until it does not break last session's low and fill the gap, right? So this is what we can conclude here. If it fills the gap, I would expect Nifty to come towards 19,000 again, and 19,000 to 19,900 is the zones where it can come. So this is the area where it can come. Okay, so that's all on the price action indicators. Let's check the Elliott wave. So on Elliott wave, let's see what we discussed last week. So last week we discussed these things and we expected Nifty to drop first. So Nifty gave a drop, but then again, next day it continued move higher. So Nifty exactly takes support at 0.600 Fibonacci. Okay, this support it had take at 0.600 Fibonacci and it had continued giving a larger pullback. So right now I'm assuming that the low could have been made here. Okay, the low could have been made here and we could be in a larger pullback. So we have to dump idea of counting internal waves. Here 1 2 is visible, but here we don't have 3 4 properly. So this is the fourth wave. Fourth wave is not consolidation. Here there is no consolidation, but current fourth wave that you see here. Okay, let's go to the chart. So the fourth wave that we have to assume here, we cannot compare this like this one and this two, and this doesn't looking to be a fourth wave. So counting the internal waves of this move is a waste of time, and considering this as a fourth wave is also a waste of time because this has retraced too much. So right now I'm assuming that this could be either an X leg going up, so this could be a W wave, this could be a X leg. Okay, and this could be, let's say, again W, internally smaller W, X and Y. Like this it could complete the waves. Okay, right, and then could give one more dip, or it has started a larger degree up move. So these things are a little confusing, but we have to dump idea of counting internal waves of this. We attempted that with Sensex and all, but if you see here, I'll take you to the hourly chart. The price is too much too much away from the this particular channel, right? So considering this as a fourth wave could be a big mistake. So now we don't have to turn bearish unless it gives us a signal of down move and it should break this low, right? So until that, considering this wave count like this is dangerous, right? So we have to dump that case. So what I'm considering right now is these cases. So Nifty has already started an up move. This is the first case that we are considering, and we are already in A wave. It will break this swing high. Sorry, it will break this swing high of 19,850. So it can go like this. It can break swing high. It can consolidate and it can move higher, making a new high. So if this is an ending diagonal structure, it may not, it should not break this trend line. In that case, we'll make a smaller high, maybe 20,500, and then would give a dip. Okay, or if it's leading diagonal, it should continue going higher. It might break this trend line and hit 20,900 something. Okay, or 21,000, somewhere near that it could go if this is a leading diagonal. So this is how we should analyze the Nifty, and this is the chart that we will keep in our mind. And yeah, this is the daily chart time frame. So this is the positional view now, one of the positional view. Sorry, it's not confirmed yet unless 19,850 is broken. Second chart is like this. We are assuming that this is a double zigzag correction in this case, right? So this could be a double zigzag correction. Then the new wave that has started, X wave, would reach max towards 0.5 or 0.600 Fibonacci. That is 19,700 it can touch, and then it could again make one more low, breaking this low. Okay, breaking this low of 18,830. Okay, and make one more low between these levels, and then we can have one more leg on the upside. So this is what it can go. This is how it can go. So right now we don't have a confirmation and we have to think in a bullish direction of the gaps. That's what I'm assuming right now. So next week's move are very important to tell us what's happening, whether it's a X wave or whether it's an bullish going up move wave, right? So we can plot the waves for that. So let's check a 15-minute chart and understand what waves we are getting here, right? So there are multiple possibilities, as you can know. In Elliott waves, we can draw waves at like whatever we think, but yeah, the pattern that we can say here is 1 2 possible, because this 2 did not break the low of this, right? So let's check that, right? So this was the low here, right? But this low did not got broken, and here you see on expiry day it made an wedge like structure. So in Telegram also we discuss these things, and we discuss those chart, right? In Nifty's chart we discussed, and I was very sure that it was making a, a wedge like structure on the expiry day. And yeah, but at the end I didn't, like, I gave the last update, we were somewhere here, and I was not aware that on this day itself it completed fifth wave. Otherwise I would have gone with at least one lot. So this was the expiry day, I think. Yeah, right. So this was the expiry day where we opened a gap up, big gap up we opened after breaking this wedge structure. So if I would have seen that Nifty had broken this low by the end of the day, I would have gone with at least one lot in the next day, because I was sure that it will shoot higher in the next day, and directly it opened gap up. Okay, so no, never mind. After it opened gap up, I plotted the wave count. I plotted the Fibonacci, okay, between the top. So after first red candle itself, I was aware that it is going to drop towards at least this one, and then max towards this one. So by the end of the day, this made a structure like this and then gave a pullback. Again, it gave a pullback, right? It made a low like this and then gave a pullback. So here I was definitely sure that it is now going to gap up. So then we gave an update here on the channel that Nifty is going to go higher, right? So where is that? So this is the Telegram channel. If you haven't joined, you should join. So this is how we expected Nifty to go higher, right? So here we mentioned that we need to think in the direction of the gap and possible up move in the next session. So uh, on on Friday we opened a gap up, and the gap up was pretty good, 50 points, 50 points around, right? 150, and then not even 100 points, right? 100 points gap up was there almost, right? That's good enough. So this is how we have to play gaps and price action, and we need to mold Elliott wave in that, right? So now what is happening here in a shorter time frame on 15-minute chart, we can label these things differently. 1 2 1 2, right? Then again 1 2 of smaller degree. Then this could be 3 4, but I doubt that that's the case. Okay, this can even be 1 2. Again, a gap up should happen, and this time it will be very sharp gap. And if these things continue to go higher and higher with gaps, assume that this is a bullish wave or a new impulse start, and this is the A wave structure, which may not stop before breaking 19,800 plus, right? 800 to 850. So it may not stop there. So in next session, if it opens gap up, it will be big gap, and it will continue going higher and higher. So we have to watch for 19,366 in a next session itself. So this is the first scenario. But yeah, here there is a catch. So in the impulse structure, usually this trend line doesn't get broken. Okay, so this can be a W wave as well with A, B, and C, and right. So this is the W wave of double zigzag going up, right? So we cannot consider this as a flat. This must be a zigzag correction, right? WX, and then it could be Y going up. So from Y wave, this could be a wave right now, right? So this is 1 2 3 4. Again it will open gap up 5. Okay, in next session itself, after opening gap up, maybe in the first hour itself it will start the drop. Okay, once this low gets broken, I would assume that this A wave finished here and this B wave is in progress. So this B wave can retrace almost 60% or so, and then the C wave will start. So this is how another plan that I have in my mind for next session. Hope you are able to understand this moves of the Nifty and you are able to grasp what I'm saying with the Elliott Wave. If you have any doubts, ask in the comments. And that's all for today. See you in next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.